Good afternoon, Facebook family. This is Pastor Josh coming at you from Danville First Assembly. Just want to give a shout out to Danville First Assembly through an awesome church service with Pastor Dave Rumley. Such an inspiration in my life. Um, I haven't been on here in a while because I've kind of been caught up doing some things, but as a matter of fact, I got just a little bit of time because I'm actually going to the Danville Correctional Institute, the PSB, and going to go out there and preach my heart out today for the first time and just love on folks. So y'all can pray for me, and that'll be really, really good. So anyways, I want to talk a little bit about grace and what that kind of means to me. We can throw the word grace around like, amazing grace, how sweet, the sound that saved a wretch like me, or when you say grace, before you eat a meal, or like before you go to bed, sometimes you pray and say grace. But I want to talk about grace in a different light. I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but back in the day when I was in elementary school, they had something called Field Day, and Field Day was basically a day where they gather all the students out in the field and they do all these different things, rather if it's racing, like a sprint, or if you can run longer distance, or like the chin-up bar. Remember the chin-up bar where it wasn't about how many times you can do this, but how many times you put your chin on the hold there. I never quite understood that, but they would time you, and I think that was, I don't know if that was a girly thing, but I would put my chin on there like, just kind of just, time me and all that. But the neat thing about field day was, even if you stunk and you weren't good at all, you always walked away with a ribbon, rather if that was a blue one or a red one or a white one, and it would tell you what place that you ranked, rather if that was first or sixth place or whatever. Everyone walked away kind of happy. I don't remember me placing anything real good, but I've kind of saved some of that stuff. I don't have one to show you today, but just kind of go with me. But anyways, I think about grace as unmerited favor. And unmerited favor means that it's something that you get, you don't deserve it, but you get it anyway. Something that's up to us to receive, and also something for us to know that no matter what we've done to deserve it, it's a free gift. So I kind of look at it in this way, in a context that, say that we were all on field day, all of us, and, regardless if we did well or anything, God looks at us and He always wants to say, son or daughter, I love you, and that you're important to me, and for that, I'm going to give you a ribbon. And it doesn't matter if you get first place or last place or fifth place. It's God extending His love and saying, I love you anyway. And that's kind of a tough pill to swallow when you're, you're kind of looking, or you're a perfectionist, or you're kind of like, man, I wish I would have placed better. We're going to be teaching, I'm going to be teaching kind of a series coming up on marathon living, and I guess what the point I want to get across, this evening, and maybe just speak from my heart, is, this whole life that we run in grace and through faith, it's not who can run the fastest. I think sometimes religion and church, they give kind of a bad name on what a Christian's supposed to look like, or act like, and all that's fine and dandy as far as act like. I believe that it has to do with more of the interior than the exterior. I think that God really wants to deal with the inside of us. We could look as religious as possible and still not be right on the inside. So. But the point that I'm getting at is that in life, it's not about who can run the fastest and who can just, smoke someone in like a sprint. I mean, anyone can race someone from here to there and win. But the real fact of the matter is can you complete the race? And so if I can just speak a little bit into your lives today, I'm going to read a scripture for you like I always do. And it's found, let me just pull this up. It is found in Ephesians chapter 2, 8 and 9, and it says, "For it is by grace you have been saved through faith, and this not from yourselves. It is the gift of God, not by works, so that no one can boast." Guys, I can tell you straight up in my heart, man, that I wouldn't be where I am today without the grace of God in my life. And actually, that's just kind of a point, side note. In 2 years, we're going to be planting a church, Grace Life Assembly, and calling it Grace Life just because of that reason, that nothing that I do is by my own works or my own, worthiness. It's because of God's grace in my life that lives in me. And that's the kind of message that I want to get out to Westville. So all you Westvillians out there, just know that in about 2 years or so, Grace Life will be on the map for you guys. But I don't want to be someone that boasts in the things that I accomplish or the things that I do. Going back to the side point on field day, field day is not just competing to win. Field day is basically just having fun and doing it and knowing that you've done your best. And, I think that's what faith and Christianity is all about. It's having fun and realizing that there's a God out there that loves you and He wants to care for you. And there's times that we fall short and we feel so disgusted with ourselves and our sin that wants to drag us down. But we have to realize that it's a gift of God, grace is. And, if He's going to give us something, we just can't examine it all day. It's like Christmas, and you look underneath the tree, and you kind of want to peek, and you want to shake the gift. Well, Christmas wouldn't be fun if you just don't open a gift. If you save it till your birthday, and your birthday is like in August or something, I mean, think about it. That'd be crazy. So why would we save and hold on to a gift that we haven't opened that God wants to give us today? So I want you to chew on that a little bit as we discover a little bit of what grace means to us. So let me read this one more time. "For it is by grace you have been saved, through faith, and this not from yourselves." Nothing that we're going to do to make that happen or accomplish. It is the gift of God, strictly God's gift that He gives us, not by any works that we can achieve, not by trying to improve ourselves and climb the ladder of spiritual success. It really just comes through receiving the gift of God of grace, so that none of us can boast and say that I'm better than you, or I'm a faster runner at this race called life. It's saying, listen, brother or sister, I'm going to keep pace with you, and if I got to jog backwards a little bit to make sure you're jogging forward, then I'm going to do that. It's accomplishing the same goal and not really just trying to burnt rub on someone and just trying to out-compete. It's really about walking this thing together. So I hope that helps you. And if you guys are looking for a church that's loving, I'm telling you, you would be blessed if you came to Danville First Assembly. I have grown to know this church. I've only been here for about a month, but I'm seeing awesome things happen. If you want spiritual transformation in your life, and you want to know a little bit more about this God, His Son Jesus, and more about the grace that He has extended, then I just really want to compel you. Come and check it out. Wednesday nights we have a dinner just for you. You be my guest. 5:15 p.m. and we can eat together. And then after that, there's a small group devotion, and then we have prayer. And also give a shot for Sunday mornings. Sunday school 9 o'clock, and then regular service at 10. I hope you guys are blessed. I just want to pray a prayer with any of you out there that you may be thinking, well, Josh, this is starting to make a little sense to me, man. If that's you, you can know Jesus right now, wherever you are. I mean, you don't have to, go to church and just be led by someone. You could actually know God right where you are. And if you were to say a prayer like this, that God, I don't quite understand my life. Sometimes I put my own self in my own binds, and Lord, I'm dealing with this thing called sin, and I really want you to help me out. Lord, will you deliver me? Will you just change my life? I give you my heart. God, if it's the grace that you're offering, Lord, I open up it as a free gift, and I receive it today. And God, help me to understand how to be faithful to you, God, and to your word. Help me crack open the Bible and read it, God, and extend my life through prayer and obedience. And I tell you, your life will be transformed. You just pray a prayer like that. Jesus, come into my heart. Save me. I really want to live radical for you. I want a transformation. Then reach out to God, and He's reaching to you. If you've done that, I want you to get a hold of me, and so I can help you and love on you as well. So this is Pastor Josh signing off from Danville First Assembly of God, 428 North Walnut. And you guys be blessed. And I am off to go preach at the county jail for the first time. I'm really stoked for that. So be praying for me. And if you have any family or any friends in there that you need to reach, get a hold of me, and I'd be glad to go visit them. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.